Thank you.
Sunday mornings at 9.
Welcome to Coffee with Bud and Big Daddy Sauce, episode 10. Morning, Big Daddy. How are you this morning?
Good morning, everybody, and good morning, Bud. Got a big snowstorm going on here. Well, it's supposed to be big. Waiting for the rest of the snow to hit.
I understand quite a few people are getting quite a bit of snow. I empathize. Don't sympathize. I empathize. We don't get much of that down here at the Gulf.
No, you get it up north a little bit via Dallas and northward, but yeah.
Yes. Some of those folks up there, they get hit quite a bit, and then folks forget how to drive, especially on overpasses and bridges, and it gets pretty slick.
Oh yeah, that wind can create that snow into ice real fast, and accidents happen, especially if you don't drive in it very often, and you think,
That's
oh,
true.
I'm good. No, you're not.
It looks wet. Surprise, surprise.
How about
Yeah,
them
we're.
sponsors?
Hey, yes, indubitably. Unique Waterworks LLC, A5 Designs, Eastside Engine Works, and Dragon Magic Productions. I think that it's chilly weather. I need to make some chili.
Sounds good.
It does.
So, got a special announcement to everybody out there listening. I'll repeat it a few times throughout the broadcast, but this will be the last coffee with Bud and Big Daddy Sauce on the Big Daddy Sauce Racing YouTube channel. We want this exclusively over on the New Velocity YouTube channel. We're going to feel like that's the best way for it to get to grow and get the league out there more prominently, and it's for me shutting this side of that down is more beneficial to the league, and it's going to help us grow all together. So,
Well, you'll have a link, obviously, on
right,
your channel to the New Velocity channel.
but definitely everybody, New Velocity Racing YouTube channel. That's where it's going to be at from now on. Exclusive over there. It is the best way for this to grow, and I can't be selfish.
Well, we will all grow together.
Yep. With that said, we had some practice runs last night, and then we had a qualifying practice thing that did not go so hot, and it wasn't due to anyone's fault.
Oh no.
The game is just not cooperative. It's not really set up for what real online racing is supposed to do, and we're having to do our workarounds. Ideas have been thrown out, and Bud's just gonna do his best to eh, get it going. And it's a first season. It's a soft opening for the NASCAR 25 Game and Racing League, and we're just gonna have to bite the bullet here and just deal with what we've got. And there's going to be some complaining and griping, and then there's going to be people, it is just what it is, and that's what we really want everybody to get on board with. It's just, it's not anybody's fault. It's we don't have what we need to work with to do this the exact way that it needs to be done.
We're pulling an engine with crescent wrenches, screwdrivers, and pliers.
So I'm hoping everybody just takes a step back and realizing that we're doing our best. We really are, and we are listening to everybody. But
Definitely.
decisions are going to have to be made, and it's not going to make everybody happy. But just come on, suck it up a little bit. And
What's helpful is the group input. I mean, I understand guys have discretions and they have concerns and certain aspects that they may not like or may not understand. But when you run with a group and we're discussing situations, how to deal with, like for instance, last night the qualifying did not go as planned because everything kept timing out. And I think that eventually they may come into a qualifying aspect. If not, then we're just going to have to make do and figure out what to do. I mean, they want to make this, like in NASCAR. Well, hey, NASCAR has qualifying. I mean, you qualify in the solo series, the story mode. We need that in a multiplayer as well. And I'm confident that they will develop it and bring it. Was hoping that it would have been here on this update, but it is what it is. Same with the third-party viewing of a race.
hmm
Come on, NASCAR. Come on, iRacing. Come on, iRacing.
I think
We're
they bit
begging.
off a little more than they thought they could chew, and it grew a little bit faster than they wanted. And there's console players that don't want to go on to PC, and
Right. It's expensive.
it's expensive. And this is more the poor man's type side of things. And there's just people that are dedicated console to begin with. And with that being said, they didn't realize the community was as big and as strong as it is over here, which is no fault to their own. I mean, but they now totally they got it slapped in their face, and they're like, oh, this is there's a little bit more of a following and a cult on this
I
side
think if
that
they want to maintain that following and that dynamic of the NASCAR aspect of, American racing, I think they should, follow through. And I mean, I don't know if 26 what it holds for NASCAR because they've already changed the format, which is not like the game. Now, does that constitute that, oh, we need to remake the game? Probably not, but it will be in the next one, obviously. But when is the next one? Will it come out this year? Are they going to make this a yearly, or is this going to be every 3 or 4 years?
right. So it's a growth not only for us but for them. So
Definitely,
eventually, I'm pretty sure we're all going to get there in the end, and just gonna, like I said, bite the bullet and roll with the punches.
definitely. I mean, we have to deal with what we got with what we've got and make do with what we've got, just like we did with Gran Turismo 7. I mean, we made do. We created a NASCAR league there. We did our qualifying. We created our rules to accommodate what we had to work with. You can only do with what you can with the tools you have in front of you.
So
And I've noticed that there are other leagues that do a qualifying in a many different ways. They have shootouts. I mean, so I mean it is doable. We will manage. Uh, Again, everybody's input is important, and the guys in NVR administration do listen. We pay attention to what everybody says. We can't accommodate everybody's desire or everybody's wish. However, we do take it into consideration because, after all, it's the community, it's the drivers that make NVR who NVR is.
So, with that being said, so yeah, last night's qualifying was not what we were hoping for.
But a learning experience nonetheless.
Oh yeah, we had to try it. We had to do it. We had to experience it, and yeah, it just didn't go the way we wanted it to, and it is what it is at that point. So options have been thrown out, and Bud will make his decision soon. I'm sure that is just going to be the best benefit to the way we go forward with qualifying and so forth with races. Either way that goes, the races are going to get done, and people are going to race and get their points and blah 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 blah. Remember that this is kind of a soft opening for the league on a new game. Now, had this been on Gran Turismo, we already knew exactly the lineup and how we had things set and ready to roll. They were a lot easier to deal with, and boom, there you had it. Over here, not so much.
There are little subtle little changes that we must get accustomed to and learn how to manage.
So
Cool. It's all
we'd
in due time.
appreciate all of you just jumping on board and sucking it up. And I know I'm not happy with it, but again, nothing Bud can control or any of us. So good, we're just gonna do it. Um, any news? Oh,
NASCAR.
well, I
Yes.
was gonna go with the teams. So Bud has updated the website even more. He's been working his rear end off on this thing, along with Discord, trying to keep up with all the chat and the information coming at him. Just for anybody out there, he has made mistakes and he's human. He's got a lot on his plate. He doesn't have a secretary.
No, unfortunately.
And those of us that are in the league and keep tabs of stuff, we've been kind of like, hey, that's kind of messed up or blah, blah, blah. And he goes back in and he fixes it and makes it all right and good. So once again, the website is being updated constantly with team garages, profiles, and all of the events and so forth. So if you look at something and something looks wrong, reach out to Bud or myself or anybody tight within the upper management side of it, if you will. We'll try to get those fixed right away and make sure that everything's as accurate as possible. But the garage has been set, which is pretty cool. Like the tabs on the bottom so that you don't have to keep opening a new window. You can just flip throughout them. I like that. Um, in my garage, I had one opening in the Xfinity series, and we kind of filled that last night. Um, Again, any drivers that are wanting in garages, even though there's no garage points this year, uh, it's kind of like a feel out process and so forth. That doesn't mean you're going to end up with the garage next year if you so choose to be, blah, 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 blah. But get that team affiliation, get that teamwork kind of thing going.
It
And
helps, especially on tuning. It does kind of help to have another garage or a team to bounce ideas off of or get assistance from to help work within races and not just tuning, but drafting and strategy.
well, that brings up a good point, too. So within those team garages, even though we're all willing to help one another, once the season starts and it becomes against points, like if you reached out for my garage and say, hey, I can't figure this out, we're not going to give you our setups because you're actual competition against us, but we will point you in the right direction. We will give
Absolutely.
you a good base to work off of. But being part of that garage is also that part that we're working our butts off to make sure that we're getting the points that we need for the championship. And The other side of that is once we start these races, we break off into team chats instead of one big chat. It really does help out that we can hear one another, and it's
Communicate.
not 20, 30 people
Hmm.
yapping over each other. So you can't hear pit strategies and so on and so forth.
Correct. Granted, it is nice to have everyone in chat for specific reasons. However, the chatting becomes an issue during the race,
Hmm.
and what would be nice would be a button on our wheel, push to talk, just like the real wheels.
Mm.
That way you can drive and you not be talking. You don't need to be talking, but when you want to, you can just push your button to speak. I think that would actually cut down because a lot of guys can't mute or don't mute as they're going, driving along very often. But that's all good. I think that when everybody's in their own individual chats, it does help with concentration, especially when you're team oriented and you and two or three other guys in your team are in the chat together. It does help with concentration.
It
Miss,
does.
I mean, you miss a little information, but hey, that's not here nor there. That's all right.
Well, like you said, though, we get the driver meetings before every race. Everybody does need to be in that one chat.
100%.
Yeah, there's
That
a
that
lot of.
is the one mandatory aspect about all of this racing is that all drivers must participate in the pre-race drivers meeting on Discord, on the Discord channel, which will accompany every driver. I think we had 22 last night,
Hmm.
which is awesome. I mean, here's my opinion. If we can get a field of 20 cars or more every race, we don't need AI.
No, not at all.
That's the whole point. I mean, the more drivers we get, the the AI will not be an aspect because the AI have its ups and downs,
Hmm.
of which we've discussed in past episodes. The bubbles, the certain uh, ghosting and whatnot, and just other situations involving the AI. I think that it would be much more enjoyable, more realistic if
Correct.
it was a field of humans.
Oh,
So
definitely.
come on, guys, let's get up there. I know there are a buttload of NASCAR drivers. And one thing I do want to point out, and this is not to be discriminative to the younger generation. However, most everybody involved in NVR are 18 and over, and we would prefer you to be 18 and over due to the fact of we discuss a lot of adult things,
Hmm.
topics, and the humor can get quite interesting and dark sometimes. But
We do have
anyway,
a wide range of ages within the NVR, though,
oh, that's a
and that's a
fact.
beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing.
We got 19 all the way up to 63 or 64.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You get all kinds of information and life experiences, and that's where all the ideas come from. You can bounce a lot of things off a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So it's all a wonderful thing. And to cap off the Discord chat thing before every race, for all the racers out there, and we would like all the racers to try to attend the podcast. Some of the information we talk about also gives the drivers a chance to come in and talk about those things. But Discord, if you haven't or are having a hard time connecting your Discord onto your PlayStation, reach out to somebody who has better knowledge than I do how to set that up. But like Bud said, that is a requirement before each race to be in that chat so that you get the drivers meeting.
Absolutely. I have sent in PlayStation chats, in the general chat, in the NVR NASCAR chat. Posted. I have posted links to the Discord, and I believe just about everybody, as do I, Yeah. Everybody is. I lost my train of thought here. He distracted me.
Hmm. But yeah, don't be shy. Don't don't think that you're gonna be talked down or blah 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 blah. Get to learn everybody. Reach out to Bud if you have a question. If Bud can't answer it and it's tech wise or blah blah blah, probably can steer you to somebody who is a little bit better, more equipped with that. We have a wide range of a variety of people within NVR that have a lot of skills in different areas.
Correct. If you want to send me a direct message on Discord, it's DMP11 is my Discord name. Lowercase.
You can even reach out.
DMP11.
You can even reach out on PlayStation and just send a message right to him on PlayStation. He'll get it.
DMP-Bud-11 on PlayStation.
Yep. So don't be shy. Please don't be shy. Um, get to learn everybody. Blah 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 blah. On and
We
on.
had a few guys last night that it was the first time that they ran with our group for the most part, and they really enjoyed themselves. Reached out to me and sent me a message saying, hey, thank you. They understand how things are going, and they are patient and enjoy racing with us. They like the group of guys that were racing. They like the lineup and how everybody shows, respect to each other and tries to for the most part. I mean, I understand some folks get overzealous in racing. I mean, that's just being competitive sometimes, pushing your car to the limit. But that's all a learning process. But again, I thank them for coming in and racing with us, and appreciate the compliments.
So I am a little bit behind today. I was playing a little Call of Duty earlier and got a win with a kill streak and about crap my pants. That don't happen very often.
So, did you get
So
bonuses for that?
no, but it is
Really?
kind of cool to get that kill with anything other than your gun. But that's
Roger.
pretty cool. So I'm going to be researching a little bit here, see if there's any updates in the NASCAR world here real shortly. But I'm sure we can bring in Driver X here in a little bit, and he'll update us because he's pretty smart on that shit.
I bet he's got a bunch of snow.
He may have. Be cool if he did. I love
That snow path is
it.
blanketing a lot of people with quite a bit of snow in some areas.
And we're still snowing here, so I'm hoping to get more nice level 3, which I haven't looked in a while, and not have to go to work tomorrow, but hey.
A fun day. Monday? What?
Oh, snow day.
Do you have any hills around you where you're at?
Not really. I mean, we live in a valley, but it's not like a deep valley or anything.
Mm, mhm.
So, let's see.
Hills? We have no such hills around here.
Well, I
Elevation
guess
change might be 8 to 6 feet, maybe 12. That's about as much as you get.
Harry Gant gets a Hall of Fame call,
Really?
and he just celebrated his 86th birthday. Congratulations, Mr. Harry Gant.
Wow. 86 years strong.
Harry Gant is famous for his paint scheme and his number there in NASCAR. I'm pretty sure anybody who watches NASCAR knows who Harry Gant is. Definitely awesome there. Like that.
7 inches and still coming down.
Yeah.
Whew. That's cold.
Oh, Kurt Busch got into the Hall of Fame also. Kurt Busch.
And Bush.
I wonder what their qualifications are because in the NFL you have to be out of the league for 5 years minimum. So I don't know what their qualifications are to getting into a Hall of Fame in
He's only
NASCAR.
been out 2 years or a year.
I have no clue. But cool for him. Good job. Good deal, man. Hey, Kurt Busch was what, famous in the number 2 car after Rusty Wallace?
Was it the two? It was.
I think so. Not really seeing much on NASCAR news within the last week. So I'm sure there's some stuff out there I missed. Yeah, getting real excited for the upcoming season. Next weekend, we're opening up with the Gatorade Duels, which will be live on the New Velocity Racing YouTube channel, also on Big Daddy Sauce 53 Racing. We're going to try to do it the exact same format in which NASCAR has done it in the past in the Gatorade Duels, where we do a qualifying, I guess, and then the odds are in one race, the evens are in the other, where the pole sitter and the outside pole sitter are automatically locked into the Daytona race in that pole and outside pole, no matter where they finish in the Gatorade duels, and everybody else will be jostling around for those positions for that Daytona race, which is more like a kickoff uh, celebration race of the opening of the season. It should be fun. It'll also be the first time where people are on the track and actually racing that kind of meant something to open this NASCAR 25 season.
Exactly. It's where everybody takes what they've learned thus far, puts it to use. It's a
and
long
grows
race.
and grows upon it too. So it kind of
Okay, I
gets
do have an update to your Hall of Fame, NASCAR Hall of Fame question.
sure.
The answer to your question is 2 years.
He's been out
To
2 years.
No, sir. To be inducted into
Oh,
the NASCAR Hall of Fame, a driver must have competed in NASCAR for at least 10 years and have been retired for at least 2 years.
very interesting.
But additionally, drivers who have reached their 55th birthday on or before December 31st of the year prior to their nomination year, they're automatically eligible for induction.
So you gotta be an old man. All right, got
Pretty much.
it. Well, shit. You said how old? 55?
55, yes, sir. If
Man, I
your
got one.
55th birthday is on or before the 31st of December, the year prior to the nomination year.
Well, I got one more year, and then I could be nominated. Hell yeah! Put me right in there. Put my bus right next to Jeff Gordon's. There we go. I love it.
There you go.
Dale Jarrett, or hell, I think Junior's up for it. Then he's been out for 2 years, and he raced for over 10 years. That'd be pretty cool. Fan
I
favorite.
believe he's running some modified races this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, speaking of news, there's something I got for you. How exciting is it for the Ram trucks to come back into the truck series and some really awesome drivers that are going to be running in those trucks? That is exciting. I mean, we'll get
Yes,
we'll get into that a little bit more when Driver gets in here because I know Driver's more updated on that than we are. But that right there to me is exciting stuff. I like to see that. Bring in a brand new truck and give me some good drivers. Some man, good stuff. Love it.
I can't wait to see how it goes. Ram and Dana White also launched a NASCAR reality show,
Right.
Race for the Seat.
That
That's,
takes off when?
I believe this starts, I'm looking at the site now.
But yeah, they got their own reality to get driver. I guess they're going to add a driver, whoever wins it, into the truck. So it's good to see NASCAR coming back around a little bit again. It's I haven't really been watching NASCAR for multiple years here because they just kind of went really sideways with the with the sport. And I'm getting back on board now that they went back to the chase, and I'm kind of a little bit excited. I really want to see them really highlight the drivers and the crew chiefs and the crews and stuff. Get that kind of back on track too, and get that where the fans have more of a connection. That's going to be real exciting.
On
So,
that TV show, the winner of the season will earn a contract with Ram and Cooley Racing
hmm
for the 2026 season.
yep, exciting
That's
stuff.
phenomenal. That's awesome.
That is good stuff. Good to see. Good to see. Lots of Daytona racing coming up, folks. Daytona's basically a 2.5 week event, I believe, up there, down there. I should say down there. Um, you got
Oh,
the ARCA series, the IROC, or I mean not the IROC, the trucks and Xfinity, and then the Cups, of course. You got Daytona duels. I mean, they've already kicked it off. I mean, you've had what is it? IMSA was down there with the
uh-huh.
Mazda thingies.
Yes, yes.
I
They
mean,
were
they've
in
already
Daytona.
done that, yeah, and all kinds of just it's like massive event week down there, and I think it's pretty cool that they're just getting it really kicked off, and there's a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff that's out there that you can go in and watch and kind of get your race fill in, if you will, and
I believe one of our drivers is in Daytona as we speak. One of our NVR drivers.
oh yeah,
I believe Krulab. I'm not positive. Don't get me. I'm just trying to remember this off the top of my head.
would be
He
cool.
posted some pictures on the Discord of the weather down there.
Better than what it is here. Yeah, it would be fun to go down there, but I'm sure it's a lot of money. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. A weekend like that would be mercy.
Well, weekend alone, imagine being down there a week or two.
The amount of people, mercy.
But it's good for the community and the state of Ohio and so forth. So, I mean, state of Florida. Why did I say Ohio? Oh.
I did receive an update last night. We did have a sad moment. One of the drivers racing had a family emergency. He had to leave promptly. This was at the very start of the race, I believe. Um, Mr. Prather lost his mother, and I'd love to give my condolences to him and his family. Sorry for your loss, and thoughts and prayers be with you.
Yep. My condolences also.
A new update on the website. We have the Engineers Corner page.
Ooh, nice.
It gives updates or information to help drivers who are, not understanding tuning, how tuning works, what does what on your car. So there are a couple of charts that help you and will hopefully help explain what certain aspects, like if your right rear, what your spring and your bump do. I mean, if you're loose on entry or if you're tight on entry, minus or plus. And
hmm
I hope this information right here, which has been requested by numerous people, I hope this information helps everybody out.
So
There
just
will be
to
more to come as it
yes.
develops.
So to recap real quick, this will be the last broadcast on Big Daddy Sauce 53 Racing for the Coffee with Bud and Big Daddy Sauce. We are going exclusively over to the New Velocity Racing YouTube channel. Please, everybody, go over there, like and subscribe, and hit the notifications so you don't miss an episode. Everything will still be the same. It's just going to go down to one channel now so that we get the correct amount of outreach instead of being spread out. It's going to be beneficial for the league altogether. Don't forget to hit the website and keep up to date on everything and get any latest information that we can get on there. That's www.newvelocityracing.com. And for everybody else and drivers and so forth, make sure you're on Discord. Make sure that you kind of regularly check it if you don't have notifications on, because I don't. Um, that's helpful in all kinds of ways. Get your Discord on your PlayStation, get that signed in and everything so that you're in the driver
You can join the
meetings.
chats
Yep,
right from PlayStation.
yep, you can get it all on there. Is there anything I'm missing here? Just making sure that we get all the information out where we're headed.
I think you've covered it pretty much. I mean, yeah, again, if you're listening and you want to get involved, you want to reach out to anybody to get involved in the new velocity racing on NASCAR 25 or on Gran Turismo 7. We have some drivers that participate in the set of course a competition, but not as many. Um, Again, if you want to reach out and join the crew, I mean, New Velocity has a large community of drivers. We have over 100 drivers that are part of the New Velocity racing. To be a New Velocity member, there are other steps and procedures that involved in becoming an actual member of New Velocity Racing. But any questions, please send me a message. You can send me a message on the website. You can send me a message on Discord. My Discord is DMP11. On PlayStation, it is DMP underscore, or excuse me, DMP dash Bud dash 11. Any questions? Yeah, please feel free to reach out.
I know a lot of this talk is about the NASCAR 25 because we're getting ready to kick off that season. We're a week out, and it's just exciting. Not that we're forgetting the GT side of things, but that will be starting up a little bit later and everything. So if you're a GT driver and that's where your interest lies, just because we talk a lot about NASCAR right now over on, right now on here, doesn't mean that we have forgetting about the GT side of things. Definitely reach out, contact, and stay tuned that way because there's still a lot of stuff going on over there.
Definitely. We do a multitude of different events. GT7, we're involved in the Sector 7 slash IRO event, which is endurance racing. We have three teams: Team Gold, Team White, and Team Black. And yours truly is on Team Black. Um, it's going to be quite interesting. You know, when you go from two different forms of racing, you go from the NASCAR racing where your handling is one specific way, and then you go over to the GT7 and the driving there is completely different. Your handling of your car is completely different, so you got to get in a different mindset. In fact, I have a totally separate setting on my wheel to accommodate the or the Gran Turismo, and I have a separate setting for my NASCAR 25 just because the force feedback and everything, the feeling of the cars is completely different. No comparison.
hmm Yep, and with the last update in NASCAR that we had, the feeling has changed over on this side too. You can make the adjustments with your wheel settings if you have a direct driver, blah blah blah. But also within the settings within the game to for your driving, I've moved mine around on there already, and I feel a big difference. The car is more direct for me, so I'm pretty happy with that. And don't get me wrong, on the super speedways, you still get a little bit of that looseness feeling, but it
Oh
has
yes,
tightened up a little bit. I think that that was more of a, if you're going to make those adjustments, that was an in-game thing instead of on your wheel, because that's kind of
you
where
know
they
one thing that
directed at.
correct. I noticed that on the super speedways, if I'm sawing the wheel just a little bit back and forth, minutely, it has helped with control. Not that I mean, instead of just being stationary and pulling to one position in a turn and just holding your wheel there, if you're, a little bit of back and forth, like, you're feeling the bumps and whatnot, it helps
hmm
with control. I did discover that last week. Instead of just holding in one position through a curve, if you're in movement with your wheel slightly left, right, it does help with stability. I did notice that.
So I'd like to shout out to all the drivers that are in the NASCAR and getting ready for the upcoming season, and hopefully they're as excited and antsy as I am to get this thing rolling. Good shout out to them as thank you for being a part of NVR. Uh, getting ready for this big season. Well, kind of a big season. I mean, it's a soft opening, but get our feet wet, get everything in there, and I just hope everybody's ready to get back on and driving again. So,
Absolutely. I know I took a month off and haven't really been pushing it too hard, but I've noticed that there's a lot that I still need to get caught up on myself. But so I'm in the same boat as a lot of other guys, and there's other guys who've been practicing nonstop, like yourself, Driver, Seaman, and a lot of other guys that have been, hard at it, discovering things that I have yet to discover. Granted, we do share information back and forth, but when you experience it yourself, it's one way to learn versus hearing somebody tell you about it.
that is right. So I think we've pretty much touched bases on everything we were really wanting to get along with today. So we're just going to go right ahead and open up these chats and say hello to everybody this morning. And so,
Welcome, drivers. Welcome. Good to
how's
have y'all
everybody
join
doing
the
this
crew.
morning?
Going on.
Crickets. Everybody got their coffee?
It's cold.
It's cold.
How much you got down there, driver?
I got like 8 inches and it's still snowing.
Damn.
That's awesome.
There's a joke there. There was a joke there. And I refrained.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Hey, driver, real quick.
We would have to make this a rated R podcast.
Right. Almost an X, but anyway. Anything that we missed out or any additional information on the stuff we discussed on NASCAR? Because I know you keep up a little bit more than we do.
I kind of missed most of it, I think.
Oh,
I kind of came in, you guys were talking about the, like the Hall of Fame or
yeah,
whatever.
Harry Gant's
You
getting
guys-
in, Kurt Busch, and then the qualifications.
Yeah,
The trucks, the trucks. I think Smoke's gonna run some in that new Ram, and somebody else, I thought.
Travis Pastrana is driving. Travis Pastrana's driving in there, and then you got Tony Stewart doing one, and then that's all. That's all I heard. That's the only thing I know revealed. There's nothing on the NASCAR app for anything. I will say though, the 24-hour Rolex had a rough start yesterday.
I've seen that in turn one.
Yeah, turn one, first lap had an accident, but in the first 3 hours they had 6 cautions. They just couldn't keep it together.
Is that like highly unusual for that?
Yeah, sort of. It's kind of a 50-50. It's either a really good start or it's just bad. Normally though, like the way it started yesterday, if the pro class, essentially what you can call it, the first class that goes, if they normally have wrecks, then the rest of the field's going to have wrecks, because they all got to check up a little bit earlier for that, and not everybody is usually ready or has the information, so it just causes more pileups. But also too though, the Mazda Cup, that race was amazing. That race was intense at the end. They were going under the yellow. They almost pitted each other, 6 cars wide.
It was physical.
It was very physical. If you want a physical race, go race some Mazda Cups because they got no rules.
But they had an interesting race last year too, if I remember right. So I think
they usually have an interesting race.
Yeah.
They always do. It's just so hard to get away from the pack. I mean, because you can bump draft with those cars all around. I mean, you're not going that fast. It's just little stock Miatas essentially with exhaust systems on
In a
it.
cage.
Yeah, exactly. It's some good stuff. I know. I got a lot. There's a lot of AMS guys out there right now for that Rolex, which is good. There's actually too. I'm pretty sure the Rolex. I think they were debating about pushing it back some because there was supposed to be there was some heavy fog in the area. But I think it cleared up before they got there, so that's good.
So are we going to start seeing more and more new paint schemes for the Daytona 500 and all the series that they're going to start posting out soon, I think?
Uh, they should all be out by now. Be honest with you, whether it's the teams themselves putting them out or if it's NASCAR putting them all out, all the teams' paint schemes and everything should be accounted for already.
Those are awesome because I've checked out a few of them and I really like that number 47 Chef Boyardee car. I know that sounds weird, but yeah.
Yeah, there was some pretty good paint schemes that I seen that were thrown out there. Let's see.
Radical, you with us?
The one thing too that a lot of people are talking about is with RFK, they're doing the Greg Biffle fonts for their numbers.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then there's been a few teams this season that are doing in memory of Greg Biffle. And there's actually two at IMSA Ford GTD that did a Greg Biffle scheme as well for the 24-hour race.
It's good to see. I like how the community pulled together for all this.
Yeah, I mean, Greg Biffle is one of those guys where it would be hard not to remember him.
Correct.
Like, he's one of those drivers that made such an impact.
Inspirational.
Yeah, exactly.
On and off the track.
Yeah, I mean, the main phrase with Greg Biffle is "be like the Biff."
Right.
You know, Biff is just the most genuine guy out there. He put everybody in front of himself. Like, he was a genuine character.
Yeah, great face for NASCAR and so forth, and racing in general, and he's going to be sorely missed. We already miss him. It's great to see, though, that the community's pulled together and there's a lot of tribute and stuff for him and his family and those others that have perished in that fatal crash. And they're all going to be missed. So, good stuff.
If you go on jski.com,
Uh-huh.
paint schemes, it has all the paint schemes for the drivers.
Oh, I forgot about J-Skis, yeah.
Yep.
J-Skis is always updated on that stuff.
Yep.
I wonder if those will be added in the game at some point. Be cool to see.
See, I think iRacing is put in a tough spot right now because they got two choices. Either make a really big overhaul on NASCAR 25 or make a NASCAR 26. Because with the playoff changes, driver changes, schedule changes, that is too much for a game to have and not be up to date for what it is supposed to be portraying, basically. There's a few things that they could do. Honestly, the biggest thing with people with this is the chase format. A lot of people are saying now, give us championship formats, you know, to where we could pick what we want. Do we want to do 10 races? Do you want to do eliminations? Do you want to do a full season? You know, give the guys who are doing these leagues, give them an opportunity to make those leagues better. Because a lot of people, they would prefer, obviously, they would want full points races. But also, too, there's a big majority of the group who did enjoy the chase format. And I grew up on the chase format, and I thought it was a good format. But also, too, it would be cool to see a full point season once in my lifetime. Let's see.
Most definitely. Just replying on the chats on the YouTube channels. We've got people watching out there. Glad to see everybody, and I hope everybody's having a good morning, even though most of us are in a storm situation out there. Hopefully everybody's safe and warm. And
I have an idea. I think everybody should stay inside and race.
That's what I plan on doing.
race or play Call of Duty. No, joking.
I would prefer to be racing right now. I played a lot of Call of Duty last night before I hopped off.
Oh, sure you did.
I don't play Call of Duty.
Me and Pine were up playing Call of Duty last night.
Nice. It's always fun to get a little other game in and so forth.
Yep. I was wanting to do some racing last night, but he's like, I want to do some killing. I'm like, well, I guess
Heck
we're going
yeah.
to do some killing. Played a few matches. Last match, I got glitched out by a hacker, so that's when I said, well, that's my time to go bed.
That's what I want to see more of. I want to see
Yeah.
a lot of a lot of non-caution stuff. I really want to get those green flag pit stops in. To me that's where the strategy starts playing out, and
Agreed.
you get to see the separation and stuff.
Well,
Daytona,
when you get those yellow flags and you bunch everybody up together, so it does take away from the strategic aspect.
hmm I think
Hmm.
I truly believe that it's not a tune issue mostly now. I think it's just
No,
putting yourself in a bad position, or getting caught up in a bad position, and
correct.
we just hopefully everybody's getting those bugs worked out where, again, as the NVR slogan goes, just because you can, should you?
Exactly. I love it.
So if we get green flag racing and get a lot of laps in, there's tons of time to get to that front. I just
I know this is a cruel way to say it. However, it's factual. If we were to just say take the yellow flags out of the equation, there are two things would happen. One, you would have disgruntled folks complaining that they got screwed because they got taken out. On the second hand, you'll have folks saying, well, I lost the draft, so my race is over. Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, it is because I lost the draft and I can't catch up. There's no cautions. So you've got the flip sides of the coins to where, if you don't have cautions, don't create cautions. Be more cautious. Don't take as many risks.
but now that the league is starting up, if we see video clips coming into the incident review board and you got found guilty of being too aggressive and causing it, you're going to get
Hmm.
deducted some points possibly. So,
Oh yeah, there is a punishment system,
yeah,
not set to really hurt people. It's basically there to slap your
curb.
hand when you were bad.
hmm
You know, just it's not like it's extremely strict. We do have the review board set in place already. Already have the board in line.
And with that being said, there's a lot of incidences that are racing
Oh,
incidents that,
100%.
it just,
And
which,
even with the bubbles, the way they got the bubble right now,
mhm.
I mean,
Oh,
there are
we've seen
some
it. We've seen
situations.
it.
Oh, absolutely.
In replays that have been clipped, we've seen it. People not getting touched at all. They're still within a foot or so of it, and gets
Uh-huh.
turned around. So when the IRB sees that, they're gonna be like, well, that's just the bubble. That's not the driver really per se being
Correct.
aggressive or detrimental. It's just one of those things. But on the flip side of that, if you're the one that got in the incident because of such, that's where you're gonna just have to be the better man and say, okay, it sucked. I got hurt by it, blah, 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 but it is what it is.
Correct.
We're all going to be there. I imagine every single one of us is going to be put in a situation like that.
I think a person's growth would advance a
hmm
lot smoother if they were more cautious instead of pushing the envelope. When you push the envelope, you discover so many ways how not to do something. Granted, you should learn by failure, however, some do not. But if you are more cautious and then slowly get the epiphany or the aha, like, oh, I can do this now. Oh, well, I can do this. I didn't realize that. because just because you have your foot in the throttle, and this is something that folks need to understand, you control your car a lot with your throttle and your brake, not just your steering in a turn.
Well,
It matters greatly.
how many times did we hear in the last 2 days our little practices at Daytona? And we were practicing all the series, by the way, with AI, without, so we were getting a feel
Hmm.
for all kinds of scenarios there. But
Absolutely.
how many times did you hear, "Oh, they're checking up, they're checking up"? I guarantee you that's because they weren't looking directly at the car in front of them. They were looking far enough ahead into the pack to where they
Correct.
saw that. And that is
Exactly.
exactly what you should be doing, is keeping your eyes more forward
Not
so
just
that,
watching the dude in front of you.
yeah, because with the draft, especially at Daytona, Talladega, and a couple of the other tracks, that you can get sucked up so fast so that that throttle work and so forth becomes a major play.
Hmm. Definitely, especially on road courses too.
And we
Short
all,
tracks,
yeah,
those
well,
short tracks, that throttle control is all important on the rotation.
you know.
Even more so than Gran Turismo is what I've noticed.
So I was pretty happy to hear a lot of that call out for checkup
Yes.
last night. That was pretty cool. I like that.
The communicating, see, that's one of the positives about having the entire field in one chat is that very communication call out. However, you'll get guys that don't want to call out. They want to talk about going to grandma's and putting sticks in her hair and
Well, I don't necessarily think that everybody has to be in the same chat for that. It's just
no,
if,
but there are some who have expressed that very
yeah.
point. I mean, there's some that want it and there's some that don't.
But my point is, if you're now getting more used to looking far enough ahead, that's just you being a better driver. That's the point I was trying.
Observation.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to make is
Yes.
eh,
The
being
observation
aware.
is important.
Yeah.
Awareness. I mean, what do you think these professionals do? I mean, this is, if we were to, hypothetically, let's say if we were to get Jeff Gordon to come in here, and I'm not sure how much sim racing Jeff Gordon has done, or get a driver of whom has done a lot of sim racing and real life racing to hear from them their comparisons. That would be an interesting guest.
Hmm. But no, I saw a lot of growth in certain areas last night.
Oh yes, it's coming. I mean, everybody is working to improve and get better, and it's evident. You can see it. Cautions will be happening. They will happen.
Unfortunately, they're going to happen a little more at the beginning of the season, but as it progresses, I'm hoping that it'll start to thin out more. And
I believe so.
um,
I know at this time I would like to say that the duels will be starting this next coming weekend, and the qualifying, I believe, we'll have to have a shootout for each uh, lineup. So we'll have two shootouts. It'll be 11 lap shootouts
oh,
to determine.
don't you want everybody in the one shootout? Then you the once the times have been established for the entire field, that's when you split them to the odds and evens for
Correct. Yes.
the duels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, it'll be
Yes.
just one big 11 lap shootout race. That's the basically the qualifying pre-qualifying race. All that does is set the field for race one and race two,
Yep.
and then we'll run race one and race two simultaneously, and then run the big one
On the following weekend. Yeah,
the
that
following
really
weekend.
starts
Yes,
off everything because that weekend, that following weekend, you've got ARCA on Friday, you've got Trucks and Xfinity on Saturday, and then the Cup on Sunday.
correct.
And that begins the actual season where everybody starts gaining points. And good luck to everybody.
We got a good registration so far. We have about 31 or 32 entries into the NASCAR series, split up amongst the 4 individual series. But like I was saying, if we can maintain a 20 car count on each series or above, preferably above, that would make for great racing without AI.
Hmm. Definitely excited about the upcoming season. Let's get this kicked off. Let's get the ball rolling. It's been a while coming. We're
Yes,
finally getting
the
here.
anticipation has been quite interesting. The NASCAR or iRacing community has really pumped up this game. Well, we're being fed it now, giving them our input to help make it a little bit more better, more desirable to accommodate. iRacing. Psst, psst, hey. And I do thank everybody for all of their input, and it's the drivers who make the NVR community what it is.
No idea is a bad idea. It's just an idea.
That's all right.
Don't take offense if it doesn't get used or whatever. Or, on the other hand, you may have presented a great idea and it gets used. Kudos to you. That's awesome.
Both situations have happened.
And that's how we grow. That's how we build. That's how we make it better. And just keep those ideas coming. It's always a good thing.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Oh,
No,
God.
no, 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 no.
Oh.
Just
Well,
snow
we're
here.
under a winter storm warning until 12 p.m. Sunday.
So that's 2 more hours for you.
It got down to 29 this morning. It's supposed to get down to 25 tomorrow.
Degrees?
Desgrees.
You got 20 more degrees than what I got.
I got a heat wave going on.
So for all you out there listening, you heard the guys earlier. This is a great day to sit in, stay warm, grab your coffee or whatever beverage, adult that may be, and do some racing. The guys are going to be on. Join them.
Absolutely.
Hang
Come
out.
on
Get
down.
some racing in. Get in
I,
there.
I do want to say one thing. I mean, we invite folks to come and race with us and hang out and participate in, the events that we have. However, majority of the time we have private lobbies. Now, if you are friends with any of us or you search any of us, we can be joined via PlayStation. If you click on our name, join the game, whether you're friends or not.
Uh, it's easy to become a friend. You search us
Absolutely.
or go through or blah, 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 blah. If you request a friend request to somebody, kind of just put a little message in who you are and what you want to do so we know who's sending that request. Just kind of feels a little weird getting a blank request. So and so wants to be your friend.
Oh boy.
Well, who are you? Like
Correct.
what's going on here? More times
Give
than
a little
not,
message.
more times than not, I will accept them. And after a week or two, I haven't heard anything out of you, I might delete you. But definitely put a little message in there, and it helps us more. But
It really does.
get in there today and race if you want to. You got the time. You're just kicking back, staying warm. I'm sure Driver X is going to have some lobbies open, and what a great guy to have some lobbies in there and learn from and chase him around the track.
Right?
I know C-Man wants to whoop his butt, but
We're all
Why do you think I
chasing
put
that
him on my
dang
team?
alien.
Bud and I and some others will be in and out probably. I definitely want to get some Call of Duty. But anyway, with that being said, don't forget this is the last broadcast of Coffee with Bud and Bigddadysauce on my channel. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification over on New Velocity Racing YouTube channel. That's where this is all going to be from now on. We need this to grow. We need your support. We need your help. We love all of you. I know that sounds weird, but
No homo.
All the homo.
Well,
we
we
do.
love all of the drivers. I mean, it's the community that makes it what it is.
But no,
Uh,
we really
I do have one thing to say.
go for it.
Why do motorsports drivers have expert relationship advice?
Because they have ego trips? I don't know why.
They're trained to look for red flags.
Ah, ah, ah,
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out. Again, if you want to come race with us, please. Enjoy the camaraderie, the fun. Learn a little bit if you want. You have any questions, please feel free to ask any one of us. We'll more than likely direct you to the right person who can answer the questions you have.
or teach us something.
Absolutely. Hell, we are not perfect, nor do we know it all. We are human, after all.
Don't be shy. Join up. Join us. Have fun. Until next time, everybody take care. Stay warm. We'll see you next Sunday.
Sunday mornings at 9.